Hello, forgiving in chat. Someone just Q sniped Tulsi. So
pick the sheep.
I'm used to people like sniping me at times, especially when I do unranked GMs. But now someone's Q sniping the dude I'm coaching. Figured I'd come back with a coaching stream. See how you guys like it. And tomorrow we'll have the 8 hours of coaching 8 different people again. Just like last week. Every session got booked out. And yeah, should be a good day tomorrow. Get back in the groove today. How can you sign up for some coaching? Exclamation mark coaching. Hello, it's Rowan Hayes. It's been a long time. How are you doing today? So the thing that we're going to work on today is not pointing out every mistake as it happens and trying to summarize things a little bit later. So I'm going to be a little bit more quiet during each review, but give more bulk information at once. So I'm not giving the same information like 20 different times. I feel like that's a better way to go about VOD reviews moving forward. So kind of just watch, collect my thoughts and not talk about every single time I see something. Especially small things like bubble uses on Zarya. Like how early we're going for bubbles and stuff like that. I don't want to like focus too much on it right now. Do you need to notice the new mic? I'm not sure if I like it more than my old mic still. I'm still on the fence about it. Pog, you got into the ELO Hell group? Wait, what? I got into the ELO Hell group. What are you talking about? I'm confused. Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about, homie. I think it's just gonna take time to figure it out. You're in the ELO Hell team? Yeah, it's been there for months, Zard. Been part of ELO Hell for a while. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, Dina, thank you for the follow. So we see our tank on the right side. We see our main tank on the right side, and then we rotate main and try to hard push main and create space on our own, not with our main tank. Especially when we're low energy, so that's like a basic concept on Zarya that we still need to kind of work on. So when we get into, we can do a lot of live coaching with him shortly. Doing just tank in general. I'm going to really push him to stay with his main tank a lot more. It's the safest thing to do a lot of the time. Okay, bros, thank you for that tier 1 sub. Appreciate it a lot. Are you doing a support unranked gym? I will have to start it next season. But I'm not serious.
I will never surrender.
It's easy to overwhelm a beginner. Yeah, exactly, Fuzzbiz. That's why I'm trying to... I feel like I give a lot of information and I need to work on condensing my information. So that's my goal moving like forward. It's trying to make it into less information than I'm throwing out there and just giving more basic advice for lower ranked players especially. I think I'll be more nitpicky with the top 500s and master players, but until then, I'm not going to be super nitpicky. A lot of AFK, being like AFK and not really looking around, seeing what we can do. Yo, Pre4 Pismus, thank you for the prime sub, I appreciate it. And get teaching addition versus calculus. Yeah, I get that. A little bit of a weird VOD here, Tulsi. Like a lot of just AFK. Like what? Like you decide to give me a VOD and it's this shit. What are you doing?
You can skip this round if you want.
I can skip this round. Okay, Tulsi, you made yourself literally like inaudible now. You were loud when we started, and now you
What?
made yourself like you sound like you're a mouse.
How about now?
That's good. That's what you had earlier.
How about now?
You can be even louder. Tulsi, you didn't have to mess with audio. I already
Okay.
balanced it when we started on purpose, and now you're trying to take it into your own hands. Just keep it where it was.
Alright.
What, Viridian? Yeah, we'll just skip the round, I guess.
It was just a lot of like
Ready
team
for battle.
arguing, flaming. Yada,
Tulsi,
yada, yada.
we've been through this 8,000 times with me coaching you. You give up a lot of the time and you just bullshit around and you don't really give a shit. You need to start actually just not giving up and just like sitting there AFKing and teabagging with other Roadhog if you're trying to get yourself out of Plat. This is some hardcore coaching. I've coached Tulsi since he's been in bronze on all 3 roles. He's Plat plus on each role now.
Try not to get yourselves killed.
So sometimes you have to have some tough love. So that's
I've
how
never
we
heard
approach
anybody
it.
like really say that. I mean, that's
5, 4.
really good advice.
Yeah, I mean, you're the one giving up a lot of the time. It's not like they can be arguing and stuff, but can you just like
The objective.
tune them out, mute them, and just keep doing your own thing? I think that's like very easy. Like here, you're still like not really like rotating in with your main tank. Seems like you go into this round already giving up. Like you aren't aware of where your team's rotating. You're all alone now.
Best shot.
Then it's gonna be harder for you to get energy. And your biggest thing on Zarya when you have no energy is making sure you play with someone. Or we necessarily like playing with someone once we pop our bubble and we rotate away from everything and we're kind of like caught out in the middle all alone. Yeah, you aren't really aware of where people are based off like off the spawn. You just weren't really playing the game. Like this is great here. It's great tracking, great. You see your bubble. You know Genji doesn't have dash, so you decide to push the side that has Genji.
This one only hurt for a minute.
Like great tracking. Cool. Like you pop off.
That's more like it.
Like if you play Zarya like this and don't give up, this doesn't look like a Plat Zarya. Biggest thing is like once the fight is already kind of like won, you don't think of like, oh, we just won the fight. Where's everyone at? Like you keep looking just forward. You're not aware of what's behind you. We need to take that glance behind us as we like want to maybe go for a rotation forward and see where what everyone else is doing. Maybe they're dealing with something. Maybe they're too far back that they can't rotate with you. And can you hold this choke all alone as Zarya with no like other tank typically? Probably not. So we need to make sure what our other tank is doing and playing off that. If your ball's over here and he's getting himself set up over here, he's getting himself set up to go for like a roll through like this and kind of boop them forward. So instead of playing like very close here, you're going to be playing like further back like this, waiting on that boop to follow up on the boop play. So it's kind of like being more aware of your ball. You want to force this ball on Zarya. You're like trying to play the chokes like if you had a Reinhardt without you rotating and expecting your Rein to be there as you rotate there. We have to think about how the game is played differently with a ball and how much more passive we have to be on Zarya at this initial start of a fight and play more comfortably with those right clicks instead of beaming.
Okay. Yeah, I mean that is something I struggle with. Like the ball is just not where to be.
I know you struggle with ball. I know you're someone that you have a set way that you like to play the game. And whenever you don't get to play that set way to play the game, you have no clue what's going on a lot of the time. That's why we rewatch this fight. So we drop because we were there early. So we get forced out of the fight early. We're already down Zen. You grab it as you're only down 1.
Gravity kills.
Get rocked. Slightly early reload. I mean, this fight's kind of just lost due to like the very initial part of the fight, you getting zoned out. Like you should have been here, you were here, you get zoned out, have to drop then as you were trying to rotate too early forward. So then you're kind of just find yourself at a weird off angle compared to the rest of your team over here. Then they just kind of get hard pushed. So it kind of just goes off that like what we talked about already. So outside of that, after what you put the position you put yourself into, you did everything you pretty much could to grab I won't say it's a bad grab due to you only being down 1. You can still flip a fight when you're down 1 like that. So you took the gamble and, you know, it just didn't pay off. And sometimes you have to take the gamble. I'm not mad about that one. Put up active. So we're rotating in. So general thing is like they're popping ults right now, and I think you like understand that because you're bubbling them to go for it. But you're also thinking I need to pop my bubble and push right now. If they're popping ults currently, you try to bubble whoever's in there, and you play this very, very safe. Like if you hear them ulting, you don't commit past like here. This is like where you can be right now. You decided they're calling, they're popping their ults. Let's keep walking. You need to just wait on that stabilization from that ult for you to go for a push. Even if you were to pop your bubble here, that just leaves you exposed to the ult. It's just like, yeah, can we like be in a very safe spot maybe to pop her bubble? Like going into their front line like that isn't necessarily safe. And I would also say if you're playing a Lucio Zen comp usually, Zarya might not be the best pick a lot of the time. Now that I see our support composition, I wasn't really paying attention to it earlier. The Lucio Zen comp, you want to play something that's like a little bit more self.
I feel like that's new.
I feel like it's new. I mean, they just beated, so they've been on Lucio Zen since the start, most likely. Lucio Zen off the bat.
Yeah, you're right.
Came out of spawn, Lucio Zen. So, I mean, a lot of people would also say, like, Lucio Zen, play the Roadhog instead of Zarya as an off-tank player, but it's completely up to you. So we watched all this.
Get in there. Just bring it. Maximum charge. Barriers on you. Go. Get into position. Everyone on the objective. That's more like it. I am on fire. Everyone follow me. I am taking the objective. Reinforce this position.
Have you found your aim to be better since you swapped to that G Pro? Out of curiosity, like
Love
the newer
content
one?
made. Appreciate the time you put into
yeah.
it.
Okay.
Absolutely. Well, also, I went down to 800 DPI.
Hey, so you're on 800 DPI 4.8? Is that what you just said?
I am now. I was on 1200 DPI 4.8. So.
Okay, so 4.8, 800 now. Gotcha. Love the content made. Appreciate the time you put into it. Active, thank you so much for the $15 donation. That's very kind of you, Active, and I greatly appreciate it. Thank you for the support. Thank you for enabling me to keep doing this. A precision mouse input, from my knowledge, most people don't notice a big difference on it at all. So it's very, very pointless. The only problem I really have in this fight so far is like, okay, we need to rotate out. Like, we understand we're getting pressured out here. We know they're here. Like, they just pushed past us at the choke. And instead of just trying to rotate to break LS of at least one of them, you rotate to go be sandwiched in between the two. So if we wanted a path knowing that these people were here and they're here, we'd want to path ourselves out to the left and play like this. So then we're breaking LLS of this right side the entire time. Or we want to just path straight out and drop down the point right off the bat. And then maybe make our commitment from here. So then we're at least breaking that LLS as we make this entire cross right here, which makes this a lot more pushable for you without using as many resources. Then at the bare minimum, if we were to push this from here, we'd want to be using more so cover as we rotate and not be as out in the open without any cover and no escape then.
Yeah.
So
So probably the safest thing would have been to just like go back this way,
I say that this is what I would be.
like basically.
If I had to
soft
pick any
reset,
of these
get
options
myself
we
in
kind
good
of gave,
position.
I'd be definitely, once we realize we're here, we know they're Aryan on the right, be rotating out to the left, and then try to keep getting a kill from here. And then if we feel like we're wasting our time, we rotate out towards point like this. And if we really wanted to, we could be right clicking from top of the here as they go to point. But I'm just trying to throw out multiple options. I know you win this round, so. But I watched this game live.
Your team was defending on you.
I think.
No, you didn't.
Oh, I didn't. I don't know why that tracer part just felt familiar.
Double kill.
I responded to hearing rocket pulled and understand that you're in the front line, so you're most likely getting hit by it, but 800 by 7 is that's 5.6. Because 8 times 7 is 56, so it's 5600.
Get into position. Go. Огонь по готовности. That's the power of attraction.
You can rocket jump the ledge next to the stairs. Oh, you're talking about right here. You can rocket jump this. I'd never even do that myself. That's what you're talking about. Boom, boom. Very cool. What up, summertime Nate? How are you doing today?
Bring it. Is that all you've got? This will heal you. Zarya's on you. Go. Get in here. Ready for
This will get you punished in a higher elo. It's not necessarily a problem right here due to, you know, where we're playing. But it's like, you're here, you use bubble, he has hook. You rotate into them, and then you extend to bubble that tracer when you could have been okay just chilling here beaming that shield that was in your face. Like, you're trying to put yourself too far forward early on without your bubble being up already, without a main tank in your face. So we kind of need to keep that in mind sometimes with our pushes. I'm gonna like get you in a very, very safe style on Zarya, and then adding on to that as we go.
The objective is now active.
And the safe breaking shield Zarya kind of carries, honestly, especially in lower elos. A lot of time you don't need to make these high risk, high reward plays actually down here. It's more so just doing what you should be doing on the character. It's just finding a lot of shield break and pressuring the front line a lot of the time. And looking for high impact bubbles to save lives. So since people were talking about like right click jumps and everything on the last map, very popular like right click jump is doing it right here. So you go straight up to this. This is one that you will use multiple times in every single game. Is the 20% still good? I haven't.
Oh, I didn't
checked.
even know that.
Yeah, so anytime that you're in like a situation that you're like main and then you're like, oh, there's a widow here, like hiding behind this pillar, or you want to go get onto the more of the backlines here, you just do the little jump up, boom, get on them real quick. I always look forward to your streams. Well, I appreciate it sometimes. And hi, Nuggy.
Огонь по готовности.
So a big thing here is like, yeah, you might win this fight using that grab. Yeah. But think about it this way. You're using your grab really early, like they haven't even rotated in yet, right? Like you're popping it kind of in their spawn. People would say forcing ults early is good value for the other team. Because could you be way more passive with this grab? Wait till they start rotating onto point. And then if you kill them on point, now instead of this being, like think about it, 1-1, like they're here. 1-1000, 2-1000, 3-1000, 4-1000, 5-1000, 6-1000, 7-1000, 8-1000, 9-1000, 10-1000. Takes them about 10 seconds to get here with no like movement speed or anything. Let's just put that as like a general thing here. I say coming from full spawn, it's about, 15 to 20 seconds depending on the map, depending on what you have and everything, most of the time. So if we were to be more patient with grav, we are getting every 1.2 seconds on Koth is 1%. I used to think it was actually 1% per second, but it's actually 1.2 seconds. Fun little fact. I don't doesn't really necessarily matter, but I'm gonna put it out there anyway.
Okay.
No one can hide from my sight.
I'm glad that you enjoyed the drink, Nugs.
Cannot be stopped.
Okay, so something went wrong here.
No one can hide from my sight.
Okay, so we kill Hog, so we got all the kills. Now they're at their
Pass out
spawn.
one map.
No, it's just like you just won the fight, right? You just like grabbed everyone, killed the Hog. They're all in their spawn, and then you're when they're rotating out, you're standing here, and you seem complacent here. When they're rotating out, you're playing back here near this wall. This is where you should be to start the fight as they rotate in. Then you're backing to here, then eventually all the way to the backside of your bongo. This is the first you usually pass out. Unless you're fully out, then you're gonna turn around, do the right click jump, go back up this way, pass to your spawn. So we're kind of holding far forward for after us wiping them. Then they nano. You see how you, instead of passing just straight out, after the nano, you're just kind of hanging here. And then like being complacent on that wall. They're popping ults. We just want to kick it in high gear and just get out of there typically. But I mean, you guys end up winning the fight. But you're leaving room to get punished right now, and we're trying to make it a lot safer because a lot of these situations won't be as scary if we just pass
Higher
correctly.
elos, I would get.
Yeah, you die here, and like here, it's like you're forcing your ult in their spawn. Like, you know, it goes back to that like trying to pop your ult too early. It's just like you're the one hard overextending, and your team is hard overextending off that. I don't even think his aim's fine. I think it's decision making right now that's holding him back. Like he is playing hard frontline. He's the one dictating where the fight's taking place, and he's choosing to fight in their spawn. His entire team is overextended then. He's not playing into Widow LOS, which he has a Widow on your team. You always have to take that into account. And yeah, he has the ball. He doesn't have like a hard frontline with him for him to hard push spawn all this entire time. He needs to just chill the fuck out and we'll play for that ball to displace and look for more of a longer fight than this and have them actually try to rotate in. That's where Widow kind of thrives on this map. So we kill Sig. I feel like the biggest thing is like you kill Sig and then you just have your back to their respawn instead of trying to rotate towards your side of point. Like in general, during the stall situation that they're stalling, people are coming back. You're trying to play your side of point and pressure them as much as you can, as safely as you can. Then everything's going to be in your face instead of missing information by having your back to the other team. So that's just like how we should have rotated after killing the Sigma. We kind of just messed up on that rotation.
Good.
Then it makes it you the overextended person, so then everyone focuses you. It doesn't mean if I generally have good charge, but it takes me forever to build grab. You are finding the energy, and honestly, it probably means you are you might be, it's hard to say, you could be right clicking too much at times when you should definitely be beaming and farming shield, for example, or you just play extremely passive and don't really find big opportunities. It's kind of hard to say. A lot of different things. Hey, you want me to look at the RAM one now?
Should I play Hog, for example?
You can play Zarya still with us if you would like, or like this just is a funky comp at the end of the day. Do you take your cat outside? Ragdolls are straight indoor cats. You don't take them outside ever?
2, 1. Round 1. Capture the objective.
then.
Ball sacked.
Get this ball. Nice. Big.
Keep him on your Sigma, okay?
Close up top.
Winston on point. Need help.
What's his
Not
hack?
gonna be
What's his
aware
hack?
of your Sigma if you play in front of him the entire time. Think about when people are actually LOSing and gonna think about shooting you as you pop your personal here.
Can we kill that Winston on point?
That's a great bubble one.
Big. Stuff that Mercy. That Ana's in the back too.
Right side.
Try to rotate as close to the corners as you can and play less out in the open here against the Widow, okay?
Hunter behind.
Play
Yo,
very
Mercy
tight
to our
to
left.
corners.
Break, can you go Mercy?
Mercy's hacked. Mercy's hacked.
I will lead us to victory.
Very cool.
Oh, what the hell? Widow's back left.
Okay, monkey behind you. You don't have to worry about the Widow. So if the monkey's pressuring your backline, think of it this way. Your backline ain't gonna be able to help you. Did you need to rotate into her LOS? You knew she's back there. You decided to rotate around the left side, which actually LOS is where she is, instead of staying on point where she wouldn't be able to see you.
I'm just gonna contest.
And if you have to pick one or the other, like monkey or widow, the monkey is gonna zone your supports. It's better to deal with the monkey first than the widow most of the time.
I almost have EMP. We can do EMP blade.
In a second, yeah, sure.
Well, I'm around the same percentage as you.
I might need this later.
Widow's still up top.
Go left, go left, go left. Go left, they're gonna...
I got blades.
Just hacked in the back.
Yeah, just focus the Widow.
I'm at 87.
Widow dead.
Lucky in.
I can pop it in a second. Let's hack again.
The 1 HP.
I got
Someone's lucky today, Tulsi.
Yeah.
Surviving with the 1.
Was it actually one? I didn't even look.
You were literally 1 HP. You're quiet again, so I'm turning your ass up because you move your mic away from yourself all the time.
I'm gonna look for a grab here.
break shield, break shield, break shield.
Back up, back up.
What's his hack? What's his hack?
Big. Widow left.
What's his
Do you
hack?
feel like you're hard
Dragon?
pushing without bubble on your own? Like, if you were to extend theirs to pop your bubble slightly in front of shield, you're not really using your shield to your advantage as you make these pushes right now. I really need you to focus on that.
What's his hack? 1 point.
Mercy, Mercy.
What's his hack? What's his hack?
Help with one. Thank you.
Nice.
One's on the left.
Or I'm looking for feedback on how I could improve them.
Sigma. Actually, Mercy.
What up, comment?
Never mind. Back up.
Let's swap.
Yeah, twice winnable now.
Keep backing up.
Okay. Could you eat some spam as you disengage here if you wanted to? You wouldn't be overextended right now. You can look for energy. Stop being scared.
Okay. You pushed him off the high ground.
Think of it like you're kind of just bubbling him without thinking if he's an LS of anyone right now.
I don't know, Nate.
Be a little bit more patient whenever you play with the Sig. Find energy.
Versus 1 point.
No.
Versus 1.
Help on Mercy. Help on
You can push that. You can push that. You don't have to be scared. People up here. People up here. Oh, okay, never mind. Bum bum.
Clearing the area.
Yo, Beamy Dolphin. Oh, well, Nugs, thank you for gifting a sub to Sakura and Beamy Dolphin. Appreciate it. Nugs already
Downstairs is hack.
fueling me with gifted subs again.
Hug and look for a grab close here. And they push in.
Get behind that guy. Zarya's hacked.
I just want you to commit to something. Just keep committing to Zarya. Don't give up on her. Okay, push this. Bubble your Genji. Keep pushing. Fuck him. There you go. Now that you back up. Play at the top of the staircase and just spam out.
Just a bit much.
Nope.
Yeah.
Hey, top staircase. Let's LOS and right click them as they rotate in. Right click them. Come here.
I'm almost at flux.
Hey, they're dragging you. Yep.
Nice run. Sigma's hack. Sigma's hack. He has
Flux them when they
one.
come out.
You're not in beam range. Initially. That's a big flex there. Hey,
Right side.
they're about to push in. What do you need to do?
Live.
You're up right now. No, you're up right now. You should be committing. If you see your main tank pushing, you shouldn't be kiting out. You should be trying to play a little bit safer behind him, but they're gonna focus him, not you, if he's pushing. If he's pushing, he probably has shield.
Nice.
Okay, you're trying to build your ult here. Keep in mind they do have grass. So, could have grabbed. You just looked away and just sidetracked yourself when you had the free grab main.
We can let them.
We got another fight. We can afford to die.
Almost have you.
Fuck up cap. No.
It's fine.
Multiple empty
Reset,
grab.
reset.
I plan on getting him to turn allied health bars on right after this. Something I did notice. Want him to focus on the game for now.
Zarya's left side. Just go back down there.
Yeah, let's just go around
If we get night beamy.
We're going under. Let's
Yeah,
go.
we can force point and grab.
Sigma's hacked.
Alright, cool.
Hey, good job, guys.
I gotta hit him with easy now.
Nice job, Tulsi.
Okay, couple mistakes.
Couple mistakes, like both of your deaths were from you getting, like, you rotate into Widow LOS, and then one time you hard pushed without your main tank. Those were both your deaths. Like, you didn't respect the Widow and where she was playing, and then you kept rotating more into her LOS. And that was also came down to target prioritization there. And then the next time it was on that same first map that you just rotated way past Sig and tried pushing. Hey, we're gonna get a main tank game in, Tulsi.
Alright.
You want to play Ryan with this or Monkey? You like Ryan better on this one, I'm assuming?
I like Ryan better on
Okay.
this map. We have a Zen, we have a Hanzo. I kind of like that.
You like playing it with more of a spam comp?
The way the game is right now, yeah.
Okay.
Like, I mean, it sucks to play into with the Ryan, and hopefully they mirror the Ryan.
You understand how to play Zarya without Ryan? It's playing like you don't have a Ryan. Like, think of it when you're playing Zarya with Ryan, like when your Ryan's dead, how much space you give and how much more you have to right click and not be able to beam. You're playing like that constantly until something happens, basically. And you just have to be complacent with right clicking. So most people would come out of the left door, by the way, and you want to throw the fire strike as you see one like be up for like a little bit.
I thought I saw the Ryan's hammer at the left door.
I'm just saying more people are always, you threw it at the right door though. At the
That's what
left
I
door.
mean.
So
Run.
You miss Ghost? I miss Ghost too. Ghost is fun if you ask me. I like more strategic comps. A lot of coordination was involved in that comp actually. Think of it this way, even if you connect that pin onto that nanoed Ryan, it doesn't really do too much, right? So it's just like a kind of like a silly thing to go for.
Okay.
Like you want to just kind of distance yourself anyway. And then counter pin if need be, if you were to go for the pin on you.
So it was the right idea to give up the corner.
Yeah, it was the right idea to just give corner and just kind of chill out while that nano's going off. How do you know what's going on behind you? Audio cues. If you hear a monkey behind, you know your supports are getting split by a monkey and you have to play slower in the front line and give more space, for example. Okay, why are you being scared right now? He has no shield. That's like just need to like assess that like, okay, I have more resources than him right now. We have more people up. We can W key here. Yeah.
We can conda you.
You have a lot of spam on your team, right? Can you play that long fight for that shatter? Can you look for fire, like shatter off and fire striking? Okay, he has no shield right now. Okay, you don't need. I'm telling you right now, if you want to pin at like 2 people and grab, for example, they're squishies. You're close to it already. It's better for you to just kind of shield hop and go for the swing, or get closer before you go for the pin by shield hopping. If you pin at that distance into 2 like high damage characters like that, especially with one being nanoed, you get hard bursted. Like you drop to 90 right away, and that's why you got nanoed. We wouldn't have to invest nano if you didn't pick such a far pin. We'll see. We're talking about it. Wait on the fire strike or be more patient because you have a lot of spam on your team for that shatter. Trying to force that shatter too early in the fight when they have all their cooldowns anyway.
So Ryan bad?
Which usually doesn't find a lot of value. Nice. Okay, play safe, play safe. You have no shield right now, just chill as much as you need to, okay? Okay, you have that advantage off and being inside. Hey. To be like that.
I tried that, Ryan. I'm going to Widow.
Nice attempt.
There's a soldier on Mega looking to go high ground.
Congrats to the run fire striking, yep. You catch him at the very start of the animation or the audio cue, you can easily hit shatter before he can put up shield. Okay, why are we giving space right now? Make them fight for this space. Right now, you're just letting them have it. Put up that fight, and then once you start getting weak off this corner, then start chilling a bit more, okay? You're being too scared still. We'll see.
The soldier's up top.
Okay.
I know if I countercharge, I was dead anyway.
Well, why did you get bursted for no reason there? Like, you weren't able to swing at anything, and you were just hanging out in the open with your shield down when you had full shield. Like, if you currently can't swing at anything, is there a point of swinging and hanging out in the open? And when we're going for the swings, aren't we like swinging off the corner?
So what do you mean by like fight for space? Because I was like sitting on corner and you said to move up.
Yeah, because you swing off the corner. You're playing on the back side of the corner and letting them get onto the corner and start forcing you off of it already. You want to take the fight and make them have to fight to get onto the corner fully and start passing it. Think of it as like a game of tug of rope, okay? You're basically letting them full on get you, like pulling you forward without you trying to pull back with how passive you are playing early in the fight. We want to have that grip on the rope already pulling ourselves by already fighting like on that corner.
So is this a corner I play off of?
You're weak right now, so you'd want to give space though. Like you're already 290 HP. We wouldn't be focused on playing a corner right now and be tunneled on that until we get healed up. Then we rotate to the corner. Then you were so worried about what's behind you, blah, 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 since you're already weak and you're too far forward, that now it's easy for that front line to walk over you. And you've been jumping into your shatters. Still and doing them very early in the fights. I'm telling you right now, you're having this give up mentality already based off like
I'm
how
just
you like
trying to
stand still.
focus. I'm trying to focus on listening.
Don't focus on listening right now.
I wasn't
play the game.
understanding what you were saying.
Yeah, well, you, if you have to stand still and not play the game to listen to me, I'm gonna focus on talking to you less right now and talking to you in between rounds. Let me and let him do this thing for a bit, because I don't want him to get like confused right now. Yo, Nugs, thank you for gifting a sub to Kiyu. This isn't a VOD, this is live gameplay. We find more success with working with people like this, just having them play and giving them pieces of advice as we go through. So then they can actually work on improving it instead of making that same mistake for 20 minutes straight.
I play a shatter
VOD,
almost.
which is more enjoyable for a viewer and for me, I feel like. The pathing back was great here off that. They just used their cooldowns. His last fight, so I'm totally okay with him looking for grab there. And like, I mean shatter, not grab. I don't know why I said grab. Just used to watch him play Zarya just a second ago. Okay, someone touched cart.
Still on cart.
Yo, Joe, thank you for the follow.
Holy shit! I got carried that game.
Yeah, so right now it's just like,
All right, so let's like talk about that. So I was holding on the hay barrels, right?
yeah.
The ones that you can shatter under. I was swinging on that corner, and you said you're not fighting for the space. So I
Yeah,
walked forward,
well, because
onto the
you're
cart.
literally getting
Love you,
tickled and not
cat
even
and
losing
boo.
your armor, and then you're like hard moving back to the corner. Like you have shield, you don't need to be playing off the corner the entire time at that point. Could you be just backing up more straight, like towards the backside of cart, putting up your shield? Oh, we're getting healed, now we W key again. You're just like being way too passive during that fight, especially for knowing they don't have shatter because they used it the fight before. You're respecting the run too much when he doesn't have anything to punish you. And they just use bubbles. It's like, okay, they already used bubbles. Now I can hard W key. We haven't used our bubble yet. I have the advantage right now.
Attack commences in 30 seconds.
I'm gonna let you kind of do your thing here, and I'm gonna kind of interject at like more downtime.
Yeah, it's better like when I die or something.
Yeah,
versus,
for
like, in
sure.
the moment.
Yeah, it seems a little like it's overwhelming for you, so I'm gonna definitely try to respect that. Yo, Yumi, thank you for the 100 bits. Love you, Cat and Boo. Who loves you? Out of curiosity, who here has found me from like Jane? By the way.
Yo, can you bubble me?
I have it too.
Wait, he's still asleep when I picked him up. Oh, he woke up from me trying to turn on my camera to full screen. He was literally just sleeping. Oh. I love you, dude, despite the fact. Wait, why are we talking shit about Jane? I like Jane. Yeah, I hang out and change chat a lot. It's usually I'm where I'm at before I stream.
Two up top. Soldier and right.
I don't know what's happening up there, to be honest with you.
Ooh, I'm purple.
Heard voice from a team chat and thought, okay, this dude got a nice mic, so he has to stream. It's funny. I mean, there's not a lot to talk about here. If you take high ground, no reason to rotate high ground here if the other team isn't holding it. Well, like if your team's rolling, like you don't bother taking it.
I have a banter.
Just literally say card and just push it right now. You have a super deep voice. I'm aware. Like as a team, can you all rotate high ground if they are playing like a hard dive comp or their snipers are dominating from high ground and flush them out early on? Yeah, but that's after like you lose a fight to them dominating you on high ground, for example. But this other team has just given up. Like look at the soldier visor. Stream pause. Yeah, there's not much to talk about here, Tulsi.
I mean, I don't know. I thought they like were putting up a good fight, and then just they threw because our Zen got two like lucky picks at the beginning of the fight or the game.
Yeah, I mean, whatever. What is this, like 3-0 today?
Yeah.
Not much coaching I've done really with you, but I mean, at least you're winning.
Well, I wouldn't say that. I mean, that's a like the very.
I give
first
you a
thing,
very general thing to start off of, and you are implementing it better than you did in your past games, and that is a huge improvement. Like, we didn't really talk about Reinhardt too much, you know? So,
wait, what is that aim?
He's leading correctly? What do you mean?
Nothing. It just looked weird.
Mouse acceleration does not affect you at all. Hello, forgiving in chat. Someone just Q-sniped Tulsi. So,
pick the sheep.
I'm used to people like sniping me at times, especially when I do unranked GMs, but now someone's Q-sniping the dude I'm coaching.
Honestly, I don't think I'm gonna play monkey with Lucio Zen.
Understandable. I'd play hog with this. Yeah.
That's good, dude. Wait, who are you? Who are you?
Me?
Yeah.
Well, I know who that is.
Telling you?
Wait. Yo, Chalky, you're hard smurfing right now, huh?
Alright, let's go.
If it is who I think it is, I'm not gonna rat them out. They're not a Plat player, I'll tell you that much, chat. You could have turned a lot more with that hook.
Alright, no, Hawk, come here. James,
And then to bring it more around the corner into LS of your team.
Yo, there's that Ash behind. What the fuck?
He wants to rotate up here. Go rotate up here, help take off the dive. If you didn't like hard flick that, you could easily lined it up for the Ana when you turn the corner.
Yeah.
So, whatever. But just spam out the monkey. This is great right now. Keep thinking about if you were to turn that monkey after you hook him. He's more around the corner and more into LOS of your teammates.
We can go. Monkey.
Hey, don't be scared of the monkey. Hey. To be scared at that point. Okay, you have self-heal. Upper self-heal. Nice job, dude. Okay, there's Ana behind you. Ana's one. You have self-heal. Just rotate it into
Where did
monkey.
she go?
She died. She died. Your soldier got him. Don't try to hit these flashy hooks, by the way. Like, take it slow. Take it slow. Take it slow. That's the biggest thing when it comes to Roadhog. It'd be more consistent with hooks. It's such a good cooldown if you hit it that you don't want to rush it if you don't have to. Make it super easy because everyone's scared of you. you're not scared of them, especially in a one-on-one situation. It shouldn't be like desperate need if you are playing it correctly to hit that hook most of the time. So don't just yeet them out, just play it slow. Think of it this way, everyone's waiting for your hook. You having that hook is scary. If you just miss it by just forcing it too early, now they can disrespect you a bit and duel you. But as long as you just hold it and just play it slow to make sure you don't miss it, you have a great advantage over the other player. Because you having that cooldown forces them to use their cooldowns. Like a tracer that knows you have hook is going to be trying to predict that shit with blink and recall. If you just hold on to it, they don't want to duel you. You feel me?
Okay. Kind of like McCree Flash.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Okay, can you use our whole hog to zone them here? Keep that monkey off the point. Exactly. Now they don't. That nano doesn't do shit. Keep in mind, yeah, just be slower with that. You can easily hook him out of that grasp.
Yeah, you got him, Lucio. Let's go, go, go.
It's out of hook range, but nice try.
Go get him. Nice. Let's go, let's go, let's go. We press W. Kill the echo. No, 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 wait, no, 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 no.
Have no ammo.
We'll wake him up. Yeah, we can. 3, 2. Wait, you gonna... Whoa! What?
Clearing the area.
Roadhog.
Nice job. Let's walk into them. There you go. Hey, so a big thing to do when Sigma is grasping like that is to do a little 180. And then like wait until you hear the audio cue of that grasp go down. So then you're not giving him as much shields as you did there, for example. So then you're definitely giving him max shields. It's a good habit that hogs try to get into. Whenever they hog.
How much does it give? Like 400, 300 HP?
Full shields from Sigma.
Mm-hmm.
It's definitely 400 or higher. Off the top of my head, it's been so long since I've played with that number because Sigma is not necessarily a hard meta right now. So that's something I have to double check. 400, yeah.
I really don't like hog on defense here.
Why don't you like hog on defense so you can play like hard counter dive here? Hog's not that bad here. And your Lucio Zen, you're gonna have a better time on hog than any other dive here.
Yeah, you're right.
Any other support, so might as well just stick it out.
5, 4.
Guys, so should we be on the top with the rest of our
we
team?
should, but it was too late.
Well, you can still try to get up there. The round hasn't even started, and you're just choosing to not even try to make the jump. Go do it. First try. Wow, very cool. Okay, think about the monkey. Counter dive. Okay, monkey's already dead. Okay, you're down 3 now. You're down a lot. Let's pass out. Grab the mega so you don't have to use your self heal. The goal is just to not get staggered here.
Genji blue boxes.
Hey, remember passive easy hooks. Passive easy hooks. This easy hook if you wanted it initially. He's 1 HP now, so you won't have to use that at that point. You saw his HP bar, but a lot of like Roadhog is understanding, do I need to hook this target or are they just a free kill without hook? so then you can save it for maybe a different opportunity. If I saw that Genji hacked and my entire team's collapsed on him, I'm not going to bother hooking him.
Yeah.
Okay, so you know that Ashe is upper in that top left room then, based off that dynamite. Can you grab the mega? Yep. Gotta kill the monkey. Cool. Okay, well, you know the Ashe is upper. Can we maybe aggress her a little bit here? Look for... Hey, remember easy hooks? Okay, self-heal, walk towards the hog, for example. Okay, don't walk at him now that he's nanoed. Let's run away from him. And we talk about like how we should path that hog, you understand he's just walked from main and his support should probably fall in main. So could we have pathed onto him walking into server?
That was my initial thought.
way?
I just like listened and brain dead walked into him. Like,
Yeah, I feel like I might have thrown you off with it, so
that's fine.
I wasn't necessarily saying just walk straight onto him, but you know, I can see how that comes across that way. You're going for such aggressive hooks onto Genji all the time when you haven't baited cooldowns, and he's just a harder thing to hook for you. I just want you to just focus on the easier targets like the tanks right now. It's where a lot of your value comes in this like lower healing comp. Just blowing up this tanks here.
Oh no. Damn.
The big thing is try to be a little bit more aware of the skill feed right now, because once you're down, you're trying to still stage like a harder push. Like you have a lot of resources and you have less, and it's more so kiting and looking for this value. You know that Moore is one next to you. Yeah. Take a break from trying to hook Genji. That's the biggest thing I can tell you right now. Okay.
I'm really rusty on Roadhog. You know that. I wasn't even trying to hook him. He just got in my face. I was trying to hook the monkey.
Well, it's like initially you get the Moira 1 and then you hear her fade and you don't think about where did Moira fade and you just swap targets and give up. For example, like that's not like necessarily like good target prioritization. Like you know someone's weakened without cooldowns now from you hooking them and them fading away. Let's fade and finish them off and get that kill actually.
Alright, I want you to stick with me.
Keep in mind you're playing very like think of it when you play Sigma without a main tank. Like you're not playing a Sigma Orisa. You're playing corners less wide. Because you need it instantly if your shield were to break against this comp. If you were to grasp against a Roadhog, he can still hook you, right? So you have to be respectful of that. And if you aren't going to have a shield up, you have to be able to go around the corner, especially when they have hookup. Can you be more cocky with your grasp when they already don't have hookup? Sure. They just used it recently. Then you go for that more frontline, like grasp play. So you want to play closer to the corner. Hey, we're down our main heals right now, Mercy, right? So we want to give the corner due to that. What up, Awaken? Okay, you're starting to off angle a bit here. Let's get ourselves more so in like a... Okay, you need... They're ulting, right? What should we do? And you're trying to keep staying in their face there. You need to give space. You're gonna have to ult to get back on the map, possibly. You barely stood on map, but it's last fight, so.
Beautiful.
Yeah, you got it caught on the cart. You had full shield. You didn't try projecting shield. You immediately went to grass. You could have shielded front or any angle and then grass to the rest of the angles. I just forgot about it. Initially messed up with the ult usage. If you had a flux anything there, think about what's your kill potential with that flux too. You knew it was the Moira and the Roadhog on point. Roadhog has self-heal. Moira has fade. You want to go for the Ana then. That's further back. Okay, my bit rate for my stream is taking a shit today. Do people ever get mad at you when you coach them? No. Okay, Tulsi, what the fuck is going on?
What? You don't like the monkey bit?
No, next slide, please. This is what I was gonna say.
Huh?
It's like 1 FPS right now. It's not my internet. It's my internet's fine right now.
How's that?
Yeah, it's good now.
Weird.
Yeah, okay, bud. Drunken, it's your internet every time I coach you. So we literally get to the next person that works. Okay. Counter dive, counter dive, counter dive, counter dive. Keep killing, keep killing, keep killing, keep killing. What? You knew that monkey was 1 HP. Why'd you swap targets?
I didn't know what counter dive meant.
Who's diving right now? Who's diving on their team? Who dove on their team? The monkey dove, so you're countering the dive. You blow up their dive. You were blowing up the dive. It was great, and then you decommitted once he was won.
Oh my lord.
You need to respect the Roadhog. If you wanted to get on backline there, you should be letting them walk forward and staging your drop from the upper and not hard aggressing and leaping into them and everything to get onto backline. Especially if there's a Roadhog in their front line like that. Otherwise, it's easy for them to just kind of walk onto you.
Oh, my bad.
Mind you, a primal. You can try to boop them into the minefield if you wanted to. Okay, just get back to point. Get back to point.
Let's go, Lucio!
Okay, it's the supports. You just did a blind dive. If you wanted a leap, you should wait until you see the targets to go for the leap there, so then you can actually get the damage and actually make sure you're landing on them. Okay, more no fade. Keep focusing more. Genji's gonna dash point next. To focus Genji once he comes point. Okay, is that now? Okay, now monkey. Stop whatever comes. First person there first is what everyone's gonna focus. There's multiple people coming at one. We focus whatever has the highest kill potential, unless we see someone that will be really easy to kill. So we think of like high kill potential. Would we say? Let's say they both have all their cooldowns when they get there. Okay. There's a Doomfist and there's a Tracer. Who would you focus first? Doom or Tracer? What do you think?
I would probably focus Doom.
Yeah, I'd say most people would say Doom has way more kill potential, and he can build his ult and use that to, you know, survive and buy himself a bit of a buffer compared to Tracer. So everyone would focus the Doomfist inside the Tracer.
Imagination is the essence of discovery.
Yeah, counter dive means you counter their dive, not you counter their dive by diving yourself.
Okay,
Yeah,
I knew that. I know that, but in the moment, my brain went counter dive their back line.
Like, it's still coming down to like you get something low and then you give up on it.
Okay, I don't normally do that. I almost never do that anymore since we work so hard on it. It was just a weird example.
All right, I'll
do.
take your word for it. It's kind of one of those what's going on here type situations. Okay, what you usually jump the bridge and do like a soft dive and kind of cleave it initially?
That's what I tried to do. I just missed.
Well, it's because you got really underneath the bridge and then you just aimed your jump incorrectly, but no big deal. Just leave monkey. lead monkey as safely as you can. You break out less of that hog. Okay, so hog just hooked someone so we can distract him a bit more. He's anti, so we try to kill hog. Do you hear audio? If you heard audio here, you'd understand the Ana was split on right side, and then you'd be like, oh, Ana's away from everyone on right. You'd be diveable. Like you still don't see the traces of her gun. Yeah, the Ana's on the right side. So we could be piecing together this audio and like what the visual effects to kind of understand where people are. Do you really want to go into the Torb? Yeah, probably not.
No, Torb turret.
Oh no, you were just walking into Torb there with no bubble.
Oh, I was body blocking for the ball that was 1 HP.
Turret is down. Hog is slept. Nice, we can go in. What?
I think you're too worried about using your bubble early in that fight onto Roadhog. To like, don't necessarily like.
Yeah, I thought he hooked somebody up, and I was gonna like bubble on the corner of him.
Yeah, we kind of think about using your bubble more so after you go for your dive. That's the main usage of your bubbles to help enable you on your dive. Okay, Moore has no fade. You just saw the Moore fade there. Why would you go after anything else? Not really capitalizing on people using their abilities and making them like. Moore is not diveable typically because she has fade. You see her with no fade, and now she's diveable. That's a big pick for you to go after. And you're not really piecing these things together right now. You could have secured that kill if you just used your leap and weren't really scared because your Sombra was there, but no, another missed opportunity. Make sure you don't wake up that monkey. Okay, no more has no fade, right? You just forced it. We're gonna go kill that Moore. Hey, you know she has no fade again. Definitely stay on this Moore. Okay, Moore is dead. Now we swap targets. Whatever comes card, okay? Nice job.
Little rough on the hog.
A little rough on the hog. The monkey is a little bit rough too with our target priority. Because you're not really piecing together where the supports are and when they don't have their abilities. Like, there's multiple times that we could see that people on our team are anti or their team has the little yellow symbol on them. Like, that means they use a nade aggressively or defensively, for example. That means Ana has no nade, or we can hear the audio. Or like even sleep. Okay, they have no sleep. Now it's easier to dive them. When we go stage for a dive, we want to make sure if we are going for a dive into backline, we have our bubble up for that. Sometimes you're diving backline without having bubble because you kind of wasted in the front line early in the fight due to pointless cleave that you're looking for even when you're like, you're not also aware of when you have nano. And usually you'd be the one calling your Ana to nano you for the fight as well. We really get into monkey.
Yeah, I mean, I think monkey's something that I want to work on, and you're absolutely right that like some heroes I do track their abilities a lot better, like when I'm playing them. And monkey, I just haven't like gotten the habit of like looking for, you know, if they're aggressive nading or on a sleep dart or anything like that.
Gotcha. Yeah, it's just more so understanding, like more no fade, diveable now. On and missing cooldowns, more diveable.
Man, when am I gonna get a Reinhardt player on my team?
What did I just come here and here? Nothing, don't worry about it. How was my Zen? You knew I knew it was you, right? Can you just based off me being like, yeah, let's just say they're hard smurfing. So I was like, I think that's Kinky, and Kinky's a GM on all 3 roles. I didn't say it was you, but I definitely thought it was you based off hearing your voice at the start. You had Fortify there. So why are you choosing to play Orisa with Hog anyway? Rest of Talk is dog shit these days. Play Sigma if you want to play anything.
We had a Zen BAP double hit scan.
Yeah, it's still better to play
I just
Sigma.
thought-
Trust me.
I didn't know that. I just thought like,
I'm telling you right now, Orisa, a lot of her value is from getting halts, right?
yeah.
Halt, not the greatest ability anymore with how they've nerfed it. And keep in mind, if you are trying to halt a Rein Zarya, if you try to halt something and you're not doing it far enough back, you're just picking up the Rein in a block soak anyway. You feel me?
Yeah.
So it's better to have this matrix and everything to kind of deny ults, and just a better ult overall that's for like carrying, not just like thinking about your entire team with Bongo. And they also have Doom, so that rock and that CC is very good for your team.
Doom's on her hog. We're giving up a lot of space here.
Get there on that.
When you're passing on bridge, it's like you don't really use it as a corner. It's just like after, well, I mean, it's right after gravity got booped. It wasn't more so like you're passing. So I don't know. Don't worry about it. So why are you swapping it right now? Out of curiosity.
I just honestly didn't. The only value I felt like I was getting was farm or charging up Zarya, and we just weren't breaking shield enough for me to be able to get any like poke. They were just walking free into us.
Coming back now. Coming back now.
Okay.
You ready for EMP?
Hello, Fuzziest. How are you doing?
I'm gonna wait on beat. I'm gonna wait on beat.
Okay, you're waiting on EMP, so you're just chilling more so and waiting on it. I shield it, yep. Okay, but we hacked Doom, so we're gonna focus Doom. You're getting lost. Find a target, find a target.
I was trying to look for the
Find a
Roadhog.
target. This entire fight, you don't know what to do. Yeah, the fights are over at this point. You have to think about what you have kill potential on. The Hog was in your backline and you looked at him, and then you looked at Echo, and then you try to fire strike without even like just randomly predicting her and just kind of aimlessly. You need to commit to something. Like your entire comp is based off kind of off angling. So going into this fight, what do you think you want to do?
Block their shatter.
Okay, they have shatter, so you have that in mind. You're playing slow, waiting for hacks and following up on hacks primarily. That's basically your plan. Think of it this way: you play slow, you give your Sombra time to hack their Doom. Now your Sombra hacks their Doom.
Rein's back. Rein's back.
What shatter? What shatter?
Okay, you don't really want to counterpin Doom if they have shatter, because that gives them a free shatter attempt, by the way. Nice shatter. Okay, they just beat us, so now we want to shield hop the fuck out, right? Shield hop the fuck out and get on their Reinhardt. That's who you want to be on.
Can we focus the hub?
Why do you hate this game, Cat? Bill's overdue. Thank you for the 2 months. Okay, try to fire strike through window. And you'd want to be aiming that fire strike more towards backline, not front line. So you'd want to be more passive and look for that angle into the backline, so just instantly yeeting it. That's kind of what you did there. When you get whole hog as Reinhardt, a thing to kind of do too is let that whole hog initially push you back so less pellets hit you, so it bursts your shield less, by the way. Otherwise, you're just letting it chunk more of your shield than you should.
What was that hook?
Back up, back up.
Well, do you think you're extended off the corner for no reason, kind of peeking with your shield not up for no reason to start that fight though?
I didn't think I was. I honestly didn't think that was close enough at all.
You're pushing to the next corner when the cart's on the other corner, so you would be holding at the other corner anyway, not that right side corner. So you're too far forward to start the fight anyway. Like, you need to be more complacent, that you understand that you can't get any more kills on this chase, that you just don't keep chasing.
Randall.
How'd they get that?
Right now, you're becoming impatient again. We'll see. We need to be more patient. I just want you to try to slow down your gameplay. It's the biggest thing that I want you to focus on going into this next round. Okay, what's your comp? So with this comp, it's a lot more faster paced because now you have a Reaper, right, and a Lucio, everything. So we're gonna play a lot more brawly. So try to play that more brawly style you're trying to get for last round, okay?
Watch out, on the right.
Hey, did you have to give up on it there? He was anti'd. He just came out of the lamp. Could have finished off the kill if you just kept pressuring him. Keep in mind the kill potential.
I thought
And
I
that
was
you
gonna put my
get back
to
quicker
all
than
of
him.
them and die.
It wouldn't be putting your back to it. You'd be turning slightly to the right. That's not your back. You're turning your side slightly. Can you still put up your shield and shield that off if need be and react to damage? You have to sometimes step out of that comfort zone a little bit to get a kill. Hey, no hogs on the flank. Huh? You don't have a lot of shields, so keep that in mind. Okay, you got it up. He's safe now. You don't keep chasing that. Okay, you extended past shield, right? So you need to take it slow because they can't heal you through the shield. Okay, you're hard extending onto the Roadhog. We talked about that Roadhog being safe now in that back right. You fight whatever's on point. You don't need to extend it into their back line. You are trying to mirror their main tank a lot of the time. We only were focusing on Roadhog early in the fights because of him being overextended. At that point, you could just simply sit on the Orisa and you'd be doing a great job. Oh, can we peek? Can we fire strike really quick? Can we peek? Fire strike. Cool.
Watch DPS on the left.
Okay, we beat, so we go aggressively into this grab. Try to add a fire strike into the mix. Hey, you have Shatter. You want it? You fuck it, whatever.
Thank you for Nano.
You still shield up all the time, DJ.
Homie. They have Doom again.
Hey, take space with your Zarya here. Go try to clear castle with them. That's what they're doing.
Doom behind on car.
Object control. Object.
Well, you shield up because you're maximizing using your body and using less shield as you take space, and then you're moving quicker still. Okay, you're overextended now. Fix your positioning. Fix your positioning. Recharge your shield. You're about to get caught out with no shield and get hooked off. Okay, you have to grab mini.
Hug on the bottom left.
Watch out coming left side behind.
I'm still underneath. I'm gonna get testing behind.
Okay, can you pin that if you wanted to initially before you wall?
Content, brother.
Okay, all good. Okay, just walk onto the Ryan. Walk onto the Ryan.
I get res.
Keep in mind your Ana is dead, so we have less ceiling. Okay, I'm telling you right now. You see your Reaper pinning and you think, oh, I need to get there quick with like pin. We won't play slower switch distance on was that initially, so you'd want to just shield up for it there, but it's not a big deal. Whatever. Love the concept, brother. Yeah, thank you for the 4 months, Millsap. Appreciate it a lot. Okay, after the hook, you need to just try to position yourself so you can shield hop backwards towards your team, okay? Instead of playing ring around the rosy with them. That allows them to just try to continue to walk on top of you after the hook. You really need to work on just getting out of being in the middle of them from the hook. Okay, we're recharging shield right now. Now we're gonna take corner, take corner, take corner, take corner. So we're up. Okay, if you see an opportunity to stagger people with shatter, you can try to do it.
Thank you.
Okay, try to shield off the Doom ult. Peel Doom ult, peel Doom ult. And WQ. Nice counter pin there. It was really good. Okay, now you have free shatter because Ryan's dead. Okay, they're gonna be rushing the touch. Can we possibly find like a shatter off the Ryan trying to pin cart maybe? He's gonna be really rushing it. There you go. Job.
Beautiful.
Definitely a winnable game. We can go 5-0, Tulsi.
You know, I think one thing that I'm struggling with is like, I'm trying to path. My Zarya is trying to also lead and path like a different way every time. And I'm not like,
think of it.
Constantly keeping track of her. So like,
Well, you need the biggest thing as a tank is understanding to play off the other person because you have no control over the other person most of the time. Okay. So if that Zarya is hard pushing that angle, try to enable them. If she's like hard on a flank, you're not going to enable that, right? You're just going to do your own thing main like how you're supposed to. But she's like pushing main at more of an off angle. She's pushing that off angle because she feels safe.
Like,
and you try to enable that as much as you can.
And I knew she was going to die, so I tried to jump in there and get a corner of my shield in there to save her. Like, then I just threw and I died. Like, I struggle with that because I think to myself, oh shit, like my Zarya is off angle. I'm out of position. I'm not with her. But in reality, they're pushing a Roadhog and corridors with self-heal. Like, not like always sure what to do in that situation, and I end up feeding. Like you pointed out.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, it's like if you think you're gonna feed to help someone out, you don't help them out. That's the easiest way to put it. It's better to have one person feed than two. If you know that no matter what you do, one of you is gonna die, you let the other person die as the main tank. Okay, you're more important than the off tank most of the time. Yeah, let's path towards the corner. Let's get towards the corner. Get towards the corner. Could use your shield more there instead of just hiding it down for no reason as you path to that corner, by the way. You just gave kind of free damage. Hey, your heart. No, you're down right now. You're down right now. Play your backside. Play backside. Play backside. Play backside. Hey, you're down 3. Yep.
Should I even try? Let's just do a full regroup. Hold close.
Objective lost.
Soldier on bridge.
Okay, I'm going out.
60 seconds.
That piece I need to heal. I was looking at it right at you.
Soldier 1, drop out. We have to hold it. Can we hold them a little closer?
Could you please deal with the soldier? Like I'm about to just walk up and do it.
Can you play core?
You're inside. You have to give space now. You're getting close to shatter. Keep taking it slow right now. You're on his dead. We're probably just gonna let them use ults here and just swipe. Big next swipe. All our ults, so.
Like I don't really know what to do in that situation.
Well,
Should I have like walked up and taken care of the soldier? Like
I'm telling you right now, you're just sitting there waiting for them to come to you anyway. So could you go try to flush out the soldier and have people rotate? Yeah, you fucking can. You're thinking about it, and like instead of just acting on what you're thinking, you're just chilling. So if you feel like that's what you need to do, I just want you to do it. Don't just sit there and be like, should I? Like if you are debating it, do it. That's how I'll always put it. Okay, what's the biggest thing to keep in mind after you hit a shatter? What's the safest thing for you to extend on after the shatter, and what's everyone on your team likely to try to blow up? They're probably going to try to blow up the furthest person, closest person to them. Who is that usually if you hit a shatter? They're Reinhardt.
Ryan.
And then you're easy to collapse on if you extend into the backline for kills instead. Without dealing with what's the furthest forward first. I mean, this can be a hard one to win, but we can still do it.
I don't know if I want to play Ryan.
Okay, what would you play?
Something that can deal with
Sitting on the bridge not being
flankers.
contested, you need to shoot him.
I'd say you play Reinhardt or you play Monkey.
I'll see what everyone else picks.
What about Alex Moss? How are you doing today?
Justice will be done.
Attack commences in 30 seconds.
What would you guys like to see me coach next time I do a stream like this out of curiosity? Like a certain character. Like name the character. Session has already been Zarya. And Reinhardt.
Could we maybe get a Lucio for speed through choke?
5, 4.
I think Zen's fine. Just discord the hog. He's probably gonna be close right.
I think I'll do Diva next time. I'll do an off-lane player that wants to focus on Diva, and then knowing when to swap up Diva probably to Zarya and other off-tanks.
You gotta eat that. You know, can't stay in choke like that. Do that, you know.
Hey, you're being too scary, huh? You have an Ana alive, they have no support, so you just want to hit that W key.
Soldier hog.
Okay, this soldier just got slept on Ray. You're
Soldier top.
Hog's
Or that's
upper.
off.
They don't have immortality right now.
Stop going for blind fire strikes, making assumptions somewhere people are, okay? You see your Zarya extended like that, the only information you have is they're up far forward right now. You focus on getting your shield up on them. Getting in front of them first, before anything else. Take this fight slow.
Can I get one person? Reaper maybe?
Take the fight slow. You're thinking about hard pushing there after they pop sim wall. They already blocked your shatter. After you do that stuff, it's like the sim wall. Like if you go to the other side, you're not gonna get healed. You need to chill.
Oh yeah, duh.
You see the hog in the corner? You just pin past the hog. We'll see.
Up one.
Sim behind on Mega.
Can you get the turrets out of door?
Okay, could you be fire striking the sim TP or just them in general right now?
Ryan has shatter.
Monkey Zarya.
Play backside of point.
Do you think if you realize your arms behind you, you could have shield hopped more into that visor? Especially because it's 12 seconds until the round ends. It's not like you have to be on point right now. You could be waiting. So you could have just tried to keep that Ana alive initially. You just kind of sat there and didn't react. That's part of being a good main tank, is having these crucial shield moments that you realize, oh, our Ana's been walking with us. We're caught on the open here. There's a flank visor. I now need to jump into my Ana and get my shield in front of them and protect them from the visor. It's just kind of like a missed opportunity there.
Yeah, that one was on me. I thought about it like just too late.
I mean, he still went what 4-1 so far, so
Yeah.
we got more.
I think that was a winnable game. I just like that was one of those games that you would classify as a hard game to win, and normally I would have given up a lot sooner.
Yeah, let's get to the spawner. What? So we have Hog. So keep that in mind. Put into this. A lot of shield break going on here in general. Once you get high energy, rotating to that left side is very, very strong for this character as well. Okay, you're in the front line. Pop bubble. Okay, so we know they have Hog now, so that helps us. You know, maybe we have to be a little bit cautious of their Hog and what he hooks as well. We're playing a Hog Zarya. You made an assumption on what he hooked instead of actually looking at the Hog. After you hear the hook animation, you were LOSing to look at the Hog and see what actually he pulls in. Okay. You also like to. It's good to bubble your Hog after he hooks someone, so they have less chance to like counter his hook slash. Like, let's say he hooks a Hog and that Hog 1v1. What do Hogs do? You take your free shot from getting hooked and then you hook back and kill them, right? So you want to deny that first initial shot from when he hooks their Hog then. So even if your Hog connects a hook, start bubbling them. Okay, let's look for grab early here. They don't have a shield or anything. Okay, you have bubbles and stuff. Let your shield recharge.
Ana, can you help me?
Hey, do you need to look at them for them to heal you? Or can you just walk kind of in front of them?
It kind of felt like I did.
You're just doing nothing for no reason, Tulsi, if you're doing that. It's just being toxic for no reason, basically.
No, I was trying to make it so she didn't have to walk.
You doing nothing doesn't enable them to do more, Tulsi. If you just stand there, it's like you're standing there and shooting at someone. You don't have to take away your shooting for no reason.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about like going over there. Yeah,
no, walking over there's fine, but do you have to just literally look at them in the eyes and like put them in a trance? Yeah, that's toxic. That's considered rude. And you're just doing nothing. You want romance? Y'all a bunch of e-daters in my chat? What the fuck?
The Hog's above you, Roadhog. He went back, man.
Yeah.
I tried. I spammed it.
Well, you're rotating away initially instead of just playing the corner, like right away. You start just pathing away from where their Hog is. So, like, you're gonna not respond well to the hooks if you're just hard pathing away. And as you path away, you know how we always talk about we should be looking towards the enemies as we path away. We don't need to look away and not do damage. Gotta make sure we're doing that. So this is last fight. So if you feel like you can just grab something here, just grab it. Let's go grab that blade, for example. Grab the blade. It doesn't get killed.
I didn't feel like I needed to.
Go.
I thought I could kill him.
If you feel that way, it's perfectly fine. He almost got the kill. He just fucked up. So I pointed it out.
I do feel like I feel more comfortable like playing back as Zarya. Like, I don't know if you noticed, like I kept trying to like go take LOS on the point, because normally I play like up near their choke. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I say that's if your Reinhardt isn't playing there, you don't want to be there though. If you were playing that in a normal Ryan comp. If I were to get coaching kind of request this type, yeah, some people ask me to be like more just like blunt with them and like less like just like very, very patient and like nice. Like some people I'm more patient and nice with. That's like my general style, and I'm like, but some people they want me to just be like this.
It's funny how many times during one of these sessions people ask like, "Yo, why are you such a dick?"
Alright, Isaiah may not hear just lying. Yo, Goss Mom, thanks so much for gifting the 6 months of subs to and Cal. I appreciate it a lot. What the fuck are we doing, Tulsi? This is one of those like just a BSC moments. Hey, hey, can you grapple? Okay, you can swing into a pile drive. Get out of it. Nope. Okay. Hey, you need a mega still. You're weak. Try roll into a mega. And now you can kill her.
Oh no.
Didn't respond to you grabbing the mega very well. Like, kind of got lost initially, but whatever. And then if you weren't like happy and with that duel initially after you grabbed mega, could you keep passing towards another one? Not even try to get the kill.
Got out.
Yeah, but like you just kind of check. Paid $80 for you to insult me. All right, now you just BSing. That's great people on the McCree. Nice pile drive into it too. Okay.
Yo, how do you do that like rollback thing?
The rollback's the rolling back into your pile drive, like off a ledge.
Yeah, like, could you do it on those stairs? You think?
You need it to be like where you're rolling back has to be high enough height. So off of that, like if you're jumping off the top of stairs, yes, you can, but can you technically just roll back off that? That's not the mechanic. It depends on what part of it you're talking about. Okay. You don't pile drive right into the minefields. I'm just letting you know. That is never going to be good.
I honestly thought I was past them. That was so dumb.
You know, you always, when you're going for pile drive, you kind of look at where you, if you were to press it right now, you're going to plop straight down from where you are, and you want to make sure you're in a good spot. Then you're responding once you see where you are. But, you know, whatever. Hey, could you have gone and try to boop that Ana that you know is going to path out on that right side? You know she's there. Why are we just chilling here doing nothing while our team's fighting? You could be booping their team further in, making them more extended a while back.
Waiting for their tanks to walk in and...
But you could get staggers before the tanks even come in. Why are you pile driving when you're above the wall? You have grapple, Tulsi. You know, we watch your Zarya, we watch your Reinhardt, and we're like, yeah, there's room for improvement here. But sometimes whenever you hop on the ball, I'm just like, it seems like a lost cause sometimes. But, you know, we're trying our best here. Okay, this fight's already won, wouldn't you say? They're going to be running away from point. Do we want to just place some mines in the middle of point then? Or is it kind of pointless of this part? Okay, the other... He's pile driving into your mines apparently too, so whatever. It works. Okay, you're rolling into their mine. Tulsi. That used to be a mechanic like a year and a half ago on ball, pretty much like forever ago, that you could roll through mines and it breaks them and doesn't hit you. They hurt you now. I'm just here to let you know.
But pile drive doesn't do anything for me.
You get hit by the mines before the pile drive hits, because think about it, you're plowing and then once you hit the floor the pile drive's going off, so you hit the mines on your way down before the impact, and the impact's what does the damage. Even mine B doesn't heal you and you're still weak. Okay, it's last fight, so can we... So before you pile drive there, you should have been dropping your mines into the pile drive if you're thinking about how to combo correctly. It's always drop mines, then pile drive. Okay, try to boop whoever tries touching. Okay, get out of the mines. You can't break them. If you roll through them, I am going to scream, Tulsi. boost, yo. Okay, minefield point. Yep. Hey, hopefully that ball runs back into them. Hey, we love to see that, okay? We love to see that. Hey, you could have kept point quicker if you just went on it. But... Okay, you need to get a target here. Who would be a great target? Probably Mercy, right? Okay, respect the mines. Okay, respect the mines. You almost got yourself kill going in there. I'm just letting you know.
So let me ask you this question, actual like back to coaching technical question.
Yeah.
Can you use your E while you're in the animation of pile drive?
No, you have to do it right before you pile drive or after you pile drive. If you're doing install a lot of stuns, you're popping it right as you're about to pile drive.
Okay.
Otherwise, you will try to like you're gonna hit the pile drive, and then before you can even hit the E, you're gonna get stunned, and then you don't do a lot. All right, we have time for one more game before I have to go coach off stream for 3 hours.
Cool. Hopefully, it's a traditional Reign Zarya.
Who's playing in this tower? What a good boy. We need to show Boo on full cam because we haven't done it today.
Prepare your defenses. Select your hero.
Okay.
Objective A.
Nice, Ruby.
Hog flanking all the way left side. Tracer's left side as well.
Cat, do you hear him right now? He's running in circles chasing his tail in the box right now.
Sig, you need to back up.
Oh, he's on my desk now.
There's a Roadhog in our spawn.
Wait, he's trying to climb my monitor. No, dude. Here, we'll see.
I can't help you. Can't kill you guys.
Get in there.
Right? I don't.
Barriers on you. That's more like it. Ultimate's charged. Get ready.
Hog's going left again. Soldier ball on right.
Hog's to the right side.
Barriers on you.
Good coaching, 10 out of 10. Listen, there isn't too much to talk about right now, okay? Boo. He's about to break my setup. We have to get him chilling. Okay, I want you to think about it this way. They're already popping a lot of old stuff, alright?
Yeah.
Like, you don't really need to walk into the mines for energy then if they're hard popping their ults. If they're hard popping their ults, you're waiting for them to be done with their ults for you to turn that tide with your ult. Once you stabilize, you're trying to force a ult before you stabilize. You need to focus on getting your resources back before you go for that grab next time, okay?
Okay.
Oh, the moment Forgiving talked, his team died. Fuck off. You ever responded with your bubble when you were getting bursted there too? For example, responded to you getting shot at quicker.
I think Hog might be going upper.
Trevor, top right.
Wait, Boo, you just closed my Twitch chat. What the fuck?
Somebody's.
Oh, the dashboard. I don't care if you see my dashboard. Bro. Cat. No, look at what he's doing.
Soldier in the back, he's low.
Was the stream? It turned from serious coaching to Boo trolling me. That's what it has turned into today.
Nice.
He literally picked up my mouse pad and completely like just said fuck your mouse pad. Now he's laying where he moved the mouse pad away from.
I'm gonna go on top right.
Yeah. Feel like you're really split from everyone.
Oh.
They're going behind us to the right, Diva.
Yeah.
Diva's to your right.
I think you had to be scared of that Ana initially and that junk there anti. If you saw both of them together, you'd be initiating with a right click, not a beam. It's two people next to each other that are squishies.
Okay. Wow, I'm all over the place in this game.
I'm ready to unleash the molten core.
You're going upper again.
Get in there.
Trevor Hawk flanking. Just watch out for a Hawk from behind. In our
Nice
spot.
job.
Never
Good.
mind, he won't touch it.
Whatever. Good fight. It's kind of one of those games that has like less to talk about so far. But the main fight that we lost was due to like bad timing of ultimates and trying to like hard push while they're ulting still and make a play while they're ulting.
Yeah.
Which is kind of like a thing that you just have to kind of
I
better
think
gauging.
that like thing about the if like they're using minefield, they're committing ults like not to try and use bubble to get charge and get greedy like mid fight. Because I do that a lot and I often die after.
You want to use a greedy on mines if it's like, you know, you're completely safe. Like you have no risk at all currently.
Together we are
Or like, let's say the fight's over, then there's absolutely no risk, and there's just leftover mines that you walk into, you know?
Okay.
Clearing the area.
Yo, Mr. Penning, thank you for that prime stuff. Appreciate it a lot. Yeah, it's still 20% off.
You know, Anna, there are procedures we could look into to repair your eye.
You're very kind. But I'm comfortable with who I am now. It's a good reminder. Вместе, мы сила. Five, four, three, two, one. Attack commencing. Capture objective A.
The way this guy's probably trolling, he's Plat. He has a lot of accounts and they're all Plat. He makes new accounts thinking it'll help him rank up quicker. And I've told him this, just stick to the account. This is a talk I've had with Tulsi for the past like 4 months.
I bubble.
Even this way, after a Arista pull, you know you guys are in LOS anyway, so you can just instantly bubble too.
Heals behind. Mercy, please. Please, please, please. Mercy.
Okay.
You can also say I need healing. Like you're only using your voice when there's a button that literally gives them a notification, which is easier for some people to understand. And like if they're not in voice chat, for example, it gives them. I know the Mercy's in voice, but like it helps them give a sense of direction because they don't know who you are. They don't know you're Zarya. They're not going to be looking at the top left when the game's taking place a lot. Like make it easier for them to know who needs healing. Hit that X button.
Lucio's one.
Okay, right click melee.
Coming in for
To wake up a target, it's always going to be a right click melee. Okay. Unless it's like a character that doesn't have a survivability cooldown, then it'll be beaming into a right click melee. But for like more who can instantly fade after the initial damage and stuff, you go for the immediate right click. Think about where your other tank is.
Oh.
Okay, your team's dead. What should you be doing now? And a bit slower, right? Play that like passive. Sorry. Hey, no Reaper's upper, right? You heard that?
Yeah.
Okay, so you have to keep that in mind as you rotate in here.
Bro, Reaper's above us. Behind you, soldier.
So for and Reapers behind you, do you think you're too focused on W keying initially at the start of that fight?
I thought you told me to path forward. Like, I knew I shouldn't have done that.
I'm saying as you walk forward, just be aware that there's a Reaper behind you, and I'm saying that so then you understand you have to play slower and try to pressure him out, and then you try to hard push forward and use your bubble very aggressively forward. That's not what I was saying at all.
Yeah, I'm gonna look for a grab here.
No Ray, Reaper, no Ray.
It's Lucio. Just kill him.
Sorry.
Is Zarya sleeping behind you? Just giving you a heads up.
Sorry in the back.
Take the pain.
Reaper. Alright, that's pretty much one.
Okay, the torch shooting at you. Can you pop your bubble? There you go. Okay, they nano your Reaper. Go bubble him to enable him more. This is great. You can kill that Lucio.
I got blasted.
Okay. Tulsi, the thing that you're still doing once you're up in the fight is trying to hard off angle once you're up in the fight. Just focus on pushing the advantage once you're already up by just chilling main and playing safer, okay? You get greedy and think you need to keep flanking once it's already kind of won, as long as you stay alive in the bulk of your team. You don't want to split yourself when you're already up. That just gives them opportunities to find kills, okay? Keep that in mind when you know you have picks before them.
Take the high ground. Just jump on it.
What a bastard.
Ball.
Help you, Ryan.
I can't see you. I can res.
No, not worth. Back up. Okay, we have one more fight. They have no junk ult, so we can go in a little aggro.
Yo, 13, thanks for continuing that gift stuff from calling me crazy.
Just like in training.
Thanks for the follow.
Why is the payload stopped? Group up at my position.
Big pick, what's going on?
Alright, so what can fuck up your ult in the Diva Matrix? Like, keep that in mind. Be patient with your ult if you don't feel like you need it right now, in case they get a last second touch. Yeah.
Still, push.
Okay.
Alright, GG, Wolf. Get the
Lucio.
Nice.
Love you. Fuck it. Hey, you went 5-1 today.
I went 6-1.
Oh, 6-1? Wait, look at your recent games. I think it was 5-1 because you lost the 5th game.
No.
Pretty sure.
Okay.
So you get rid of the pins. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, 6-1. You're right.
Not bad. What are we
So you just gained 120 SR, right?
Yes.
In that
Good.
2.5 hours. Well, it was like 2 hours because of the VOD review. So in 2 hours of playing ladder, you climbed 120 SR.
Okay. So
Easy
what are you gonna
peasy.
leave me with? Two to three things like to think hard about while I'm playing.
2 to 3 things. Keep thinking about where's my main tank or where's my other tank in general, and playing more with them, you find yourself getting a split. Another thing to think about a little bit more is when you're already up in the fight, no need to take a risk. Just play with your team. You split yourself and go on flanks when you're already up in the fight. Keep pushing that advantage main once you're up in the fight, okay? That's the biggest thing I want you to focus on. I feel like you throw so many fights that you're up 1 or 2 by just trying to go off angle and splitting yourself from your Ana, then you don't get healed and you just die, and then your Ana gets dove and you can't help them because you split yourself. Those are the 2 biggest things right now. Just keep focusing on that and you'll keep climbing.
Cool. All right. Well, I'll let you have a little break. Thank you. I appreciate.
Solid 7-minute break. Hell yeah.
Hey, by the way, how come you didn't get a notification when I resubbed?
So when you resub, you have to refresh the Twitch page and then share your resub on the channel. So I'll wait a second and let you do that, so then I can you can show off that you're a tier 3 simp to me, you know? Yeah. Thank you for hanging out, everyone.
Clearing the area.
I appreciate the support. I hope you had a good time watching this coaching stream. Tomorrow, I do my discounted coaching for $20 an hour on Wednesdays, and I have all 8 sessions already booked out for this week. We'll be working with a lot of different people tomorrow doing that. So stream starts at 12 p.m. CST tomorrow and goes till 8 p.m., which is the same exact time that I am ending right now. And I hope to see a lot of you there tomorrow. And thank you for that gifted sub CZCA to Succeed. And pass on a host to someone, kind of make their day a little bit better. And hopefully we'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you for the tier 3 sub, Tulsi, for 6 months. 3 simp 4. What? I don't get it. Am I just dumb?